My name is Danielle. I live in San Francisco, California, and I'm going to lead you in a 30-minute workout and 10-minute meditation today. All the props that you need, your yoga mat or exercise mat, a set of light to medium weights if you have them. If you don't have them, that's okay. I'm recommending using a band. If you don't have it, you don't need it 100%. You can still do the workout without it. But that's it. That's all you need for today. If you have other props, sure, go ahead and use them. Add them into the mix whenever you want to, and we are going to get started. So we're gonna get started in a forearm plank hold. So go ahead, lengthen out into your forearms, plank hold here. So when your forearms are down, I'm gonna talk a little bit about your form. So when your forearms are down, you want to have an equal sign with your arms. A lot of times we have a tendency to bring our hands together. What that does is when you bring your hands together, it closes off and rounds your shoulders. You want to open up your shoulders and chest and heart a little bit more. So spread out your hands, spread out your arms so they're in an equal sign. And that way you're going to have a little bit more activation of your center core and less pressure on your shoulders. So we're going to still hold it here. We're going to go into a walk the plank in 10 seconds. Couple options for your feet. If you're feeling really balanced, you can bring your feet together. If you need a little bit more stability, spread your feet apart. We're going to walk our plank in 3, 2, 1. Come on up to your hands. Then come back down to your forearms. Alternating which side you come up and down on. Coming up to your hands, then down to your forearms. You're going to feel all the muscles around your center core and your back start to fire up here. You can also come down to your knees. As a modification, you find what works for you and your body today. Everyone's body is different, everyone's energy level is different, everyone's sleep schedule is different, which also affects your energy. We're here for 15 more seconds. We have shoulder taps. Feeling the core activate here, finding your breath. We have shoulder taps. In 5, come up to your palms. In 3, 2, 1. You're on your palms, shoulder taps. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. We're going to be off our shoulders, off our wrists in just 20 seconds. Each time you go side to side, you can feel your core muscles and oblique muscles, especially on the sides, start to fire up. We have bicycle crunches in just 8. Laying on your back, get there as fast as you can in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bicycle crunches, laying on your back, giving your shoulders and wrists a little break here. Opposite knee to opposite shoulder. Awesome. If you guys are just joining, hop on your mat, lay on your back, bicycle crunches here. I want you to think about your breath. You always want to be breathing through every single movement, especially the core moves, because the more deeply you breathe, the more engagement you're going to get with your muscles. You could even do the breath of fire or the shushing sound. So breath of fire is similar to panting like a dog. Don't worry, you got 20 more seconds here in this bicycle crunch. Or you could do the shushing sound is shh, 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 shh. You'll start to feel those muscles activate even stronger, more intensity. We have toe reaches in 8. Toes up to the ceiling, reaching your fingertips to your toes in 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes up, hands reach, and reach, lifting your upper and mid back off of the mat. So here is again where you would want to use your breath. So shushing sound would be perfect. Shushing as you come up. Shh. Inhale as you lay down. Shh. Inhale as you lay down. You'll notice that it starts to really fire up the core, and it makes you slow down your pace. Maybe even holding on the exhale before you inhale and lay back down. If you feel any tightness or tension in your neck, bring your hands behind your head for a little support. You're pressing your low back, mid back down into the mat to really engage your core. Awesome job, you guys. You have 30 more seconds here. We have scissors coming up. You're still going to be laying down on your back in 20. So the scissors, I'm gonna give you a couple different options for where to place your hands. You're going to be still laying on your back in 10. Going up to the scissors next. Your hands will be on the floor next to your hips in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down next to your hips. Now, this is going to be depending upon how strong your core muscles are and where the engagement is. You want to press your low back, mid back down into the floor. You're going to extend your legs only as far as you can until your back still stays planted. If I go this far and my back starts to lift, I've gone too far. So this would be my point right now. And then I would do my scissors. You're crossing your feet over top of each other, then switch legs one over top of the other. So scissors here. A lot of times you see scissors like this. That's fine, but I start to feel my back start to lift off the floor. So that would be too low for me. You gotta find that sweet spot. Now, if you have tension in your lower back and you're like, this is still hurting my back, bring your hands underneath your glutes, and that's going to lift up your lower back muscles a little bit more so that you can engage your core without your back starting to get tense. Next up, in 15 seconds, we have a set of hundreds with our knees bent. Knees will be directly over your hips, bent like this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bent knees, knee stack over hips, flex your toes towards you. Peel your upper body off, pump your hands next to your hips. This is your set of hundreds. Now, you can stay right here. This would be option 1. Well, option 1 could be your head is on the floor. You're still going to engage the core. Option 2, peel up. Option 3, slowly extend, alternating one leg at a time. Next option would be extending both feet, bring them back in. But again, you don't want your back to peel off the floor. So maybe it's at a diagonal like this and not the feet all the way down towards the floor. You have to pick what works well for your body. Pregnancy modifications. Depending on what stage you're at, you can also do, if you are comfortable with doing the standing crunches, you can go like this. You're going to engage your core, and then that way you can also do out to the side. Out to the side would be really good depending on what month you're in your pregnancy. Good, great question. Awesome, okay, you're here for just 15 more seconds. Then we're gonna be standing up. We're gonna go to a reverse lunge. Standing on the front of your mat in just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to standing at the front edge of your mat. You're going to put your right foot at the top of the mat and your left foot is going to step back into a reverse lunge. You're then going to come up, drawing the left knee into the chest, and then step out to a side squat. Then come back in, knee to chest, reverse your lunge. I'm going to show you the front view. So draw the left knee into the chest. Oh, sorry. Reverse lunge, left leg is back, then knee to the chest, then side squat, knee to the chest, reverse your lunge. So the knee to the chest is the transition in between each of these moves. Couple different options for your hands. As you can see, I'm pressing my palms together. That gives me a little bit more balance and stability so that when you are getting slightly off balance, you press one hand into the other to counterbalance. Make sense? Another option, if you feel good and balanced, you can reach your arms up. You can also dynamically move your arms, crunching, opening, crunching, up, crunching, opening, crunching, up. So you got lots of options. You can also bring your hands on your hips. Good, keep it going, keep it moving. Amazing. Welcome everyone. You guys are doing this on a Sunday morning. I love your dedication, showing up here, doing this work. Woo. Awesome. We're gonna hold our reverse lunge in 10. So you're gonna hold your left leg back for your reverse lunge in just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold back your left leg. You're in reverse lunge. If you want to add your weights here, you can. While we're pulsing in this lunge, you can do an overhead shoulder press. You're just pulsing here. If you need a little bit more movement, you can straighten your legs and bend. I love giving everyone options because sometimes what might work for me might not work for someone else, so I always love giving options. You could be in the pulse, you can add your weights, you can straighten and bend your legs. You're here for just 15 more seconds. You guys feeling this? Good. We are going to open up into our squat, and we're gonna hold it and pulse it there. If you have your weights, bicep curls in just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So open up into your squat and pulse. So you're just pulsing here. If you have your weights, grocery bag style bicep curls. If you don't have weights, you can still do this. You'd make fists with your hands, activates your entire arm as soon as you make a fist. And then slowly, methodically, squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. If you've got your weights, use them. Good. So you're in this pulse, in the squat. You're holding here for just 15 more seconds. We've got our glute bridges coming up next in 10. You're gonna lay on your back. If you have your band, you'll put it around your thighs in 5. Shoot me an emoji with how you're feeling in 3, 2, 1. Lay on your back, glute bridges here. If you have a band, put it around your thighs, just above your knees, a few inches above your knees. If you don't have a band, you can still do this. Lay on your back, shoot me an emoji with how you're feeling. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Then you're going to press your palms down next to your hips. Open up the knees slightly if you have the band for a little bit of resistance. Then you're going to lift up your hips and lower about 2/3 of the way down. Lift and squeeze those glutes, and then lower 2/3 of the way down. You want this to be a slow burn. You could even close your eyes here and really engage your mind-body awareness with what is going on. So, what's working here? Your glutes, your butt, your quads, a little bit of your hamstrings. And also, this is CORE40, so we gotta engage our core the whole time. Your core is not just your six-pack abs. Your core is the front of the torso, the sides, and the back. And your core is your stabilizing muscles. All the muscles that really stabilize your body as you walk, as you draw your knees in, as you're lifting your hips up. Everything is stabilizing you there. It's the center of your body, the core. All right, we're gonna pulse it at the top in 20 seconds. You're gonna lift your hips up as high as you can and just pulse it up, up, and up. We're gonna hold it up there for those pulses in 10. Think about getting your hips up as high as you can, but not compromising your core engagement. Lifting up your hips in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting your hips up and pulse and squeeze. Pulse, squeeze, pulse, squeeze, pulse, squeeze. Modification, forgot. If you're pregnant, if you're comfortable, depending on what trimester you're in, you could be on your side and you could do the clamshell openings. This would be another option for you. This is gonna get really those outer hips, inner thighs. Yeah. Otherwise, you're pulsing here on your back, staying up, up, up. Anyone feeling the burn? I'm feeling it, definitely. And a lot of these moves, they feel easy at first, right? You're like, what are we doing this for? And then after 30 seconds, a minute, you feel it. And you're like, oh my gosh, I need to stop, I need to take a break. Don't take the break. Try not to take the pause. Get comfortable with that discomfort, pushing past, so that you can really train your muscles to go a little bit further each time. Good. Lift them up and hold. Now just lift those hips up and hold. Now draw your knees out and in, out and in, out and in. Good. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Activate that core. Are you still breathing? Yes. Deeper, fuller breaths. You don't want shallow breath. You want deep, full breaths to get your prana moving. The more you breathe, the more you're going to move your energy as well. Energetically speaking, because I'm also a yoga teacher, a meditation teacher, energetically speaking, the space between the hips correlates with your freedom of self-expression. When drawing your knees out and in, also lifting your hips up. That's all about freedom of self-expression, being comfortable with who you are. I know you guys are feeling this burn. I feel this burn. We're here for another 15. Then we're going to go up to those reverse lunges on the other side. You'll be stepping your right foot back, so left foot on the top front of your mat. Whew. Oh yeah, I'm feeling these now. Just kicked in, like got really intense. Step onto the front edge of your mat for those reverse lunges, knee crunches, and side squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees into the chest, rock side to side. All right, hop on up, get to it. Don't get up too fast. Sometimes if you get up too fast, you see all the stars. Take a moment, center yourself. Sometimes that happens to me. Come up to the front edge of your mat. This time, the right foot's gonna be stepping back into your reverse lunge. Then knee crunch up, then open to the side squat. Knee crunch up, reverse your lunge, knee crunch up, side squat. Yes, good. Oh, I love all these emojis. Feeling the burn, thumbs up, have the hearts, yes. Good. So this is what the front view looks like. Reverse your lunge, knee crunch, side squat. Knee crunch, reverse your lunge, knee crunch, side squat. Good. Remember those hand options. You can have your hands pressing together for more balance. You can also reach your arms up and out, up and back. Couple different options there, right? Keep it moving, keep it moving. Your whole body's working here. So what's happening here is you're working strength. You're also working balance and flexibility. All three here. Full body working in all different ways. Yes, oh, I feel it, feeling the burn, yes. We're gonna hold our reverse lunge in 15 seconds. If you want to use your weights, grab them for this series when we're doing the pulse. We're gonna be stepping our left foot back into our reverse lunge for pulses in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So stepping your left foot back, you're in that pulse. Shoulder, head, overhead press. God, you're just pulsing here. Front view. What's it look like? If you need some movement with your legs, you got that option. You're in the lunge, you straighten both legs. Bend down and straighten. Bend and straighten. Or hold the pulse. Or just a static hold. I love giving you guys options. Good. If the weights are too much, drop them. You do you. You know what your comfort zone is. You know when you're stretching outside that comfort zone and really adding in extra heat, extra strength. So you got it here. 15 more seconds. Then we're gonna open up to that side squat. And remember, if you're using your weights or even if you don't have them, option to add those grocery bag style bicep curls. Going for that side squat in 8. Opening out into that side squat in 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're in your squat, you're pulsing here. You can just pulse. That's fine. Anywhere with the arms. If you want to add in the extra layer, you add in your grocery bag style bicep curls. Why are we doing grocery bag style bicep curls? I'm so glad you guys asked. Your elbows are into your side ribs, arms out, more into a wide V. The reason for that is one, when you're in the squat, your legs are out, your thighs are in the way. You don't want to hit yourself with the weights on your legs. 2, there's different muscles that are engaged with different rotation and angles in the body. When you're forward, you're getting this more forward bicep. When you're out to the side, you're actually getting a little bit more of a rotation of the shoulder. You're engaging the arm in a different way and the forearms in a different way. Yes, love the emojis. You guys are doing awesome. You got 15 more seconds here. We have our obliques coming up next. We have a side forearm plank. We're gonna go with our right forearm down, side forearm plank, and we're going to hip dip and then thread the needle. Just meet in the forearm plank to start. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right forearm is down. Lengthen out into your plank. You can be, first modification, on your knees. You can also do a kickstand with your leg in front of you. If you're like, I want to build up a little bit more heat, I got this. Send your legs out. You can also do the kickstand with your leg out. We're going to reach our top hand up and go with hip dip lifts. What's that mean? You're lowering your hips down towards the floor, then lifting them up as high as you can. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Slow down the pace. You don't want jerky movements here. You want to make sure that your forearm is stable on the floor, engaging the whole side of your body. Now we're going to do a hip dip and lift, then thread the needle. Then slowly reach your arm up, hip dip and lift, then thread the needle. Whew, I'm feeling this burn. It's usually a little bit more chilly in here. I wear a long sleeve, but this is building up the heat. You guys feeling the heat? You're here for 20 more seconds. We're gonna lay on our back for supine oblique crunches. Whew, in 10. Lay on your backs. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay on your back. All right. So your right foot is going to be up in the air. Your left foot hovers above the ground. You're going to reach to the outside of your right foot, crunching and peeling up, reaching and engaging your obliques. You can also bring your fingertips behind your head. You could even bring just your one arm up or both. You're engaging your obliques here. You're also engaging your legs. If you point your toes away from you, it'll help disengage your hip flexor. If you flex your feet towards you, it's gonna make this area really tight. So point your toes for this one. We have a scrambled egg version in 8. Coming onto your palms into a plank hold in 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up to your palms, making sure you have some space here to open up. All right, so you're on your palms, you're in your plank. You're gonna slide your right foot out to the side and slide it back in. You don't need a slidable surface. No excuses here. You could be on carpet, you could be on hardwood floor. You could have socks on, you could be on bare feet. It doesn't matter, you can still do this. So you're in your plank, leg out to the side, then slide it back in. This is going to engage your core, and as you're opening your leg out, that is what's engaging the side of the waist, your obliques. You have 15 more seconds here. We're gonna lay on the back for the supine oblique crunch for the other side. Laying on your back in 8. Reaching this time, your opposite leg up to the ceiling, point the toes in 3, 2, 1. Laying on your back. This time the left foot up to the ceiling. Right foot hovers. Oh, can you see me? Okay. Pointing your toes, then peel and reach. Laying down, peel and reach. I forgot to tell you guys to breathe. So breathing here, you can do the shushing sound. Shh. Inhale down. Shh. Inhale down. Awesome. Keep it going, you guys. Oh, I love seeing all these emojis. Awesome. I love working out with you guys here on Sundays. So good to have this community connection here. We're all working out at the same time. How awesome is that? You're here for 20 more seconds. Remember, you can bring your fingertips behind the head if you need a little extra support. Yes. Awesome, Mona. Awesome, Kel. Keep going, Laura. We have the side forearm plank coming up in just 6. Remember, we're gonna be on our left forearm this time in 3, 2, 1. Left forearm is down. Get out into that side forearm plank. You got those options. You could be on your knees. Have the kickstand. Lengthen both legs out. Or have the kickstand. You pick. Reach your top arm up. Then hip dips and lifts. Dips and lifts. We're isolating just the hip dip and lift so that we can really perfect that engagement. We have stability in our shoulder, keeping our shoulder over our wrist, pressing your palm down into the mat to give you more grounding and support. All right, hip dip, lift, add the thread the needle. Arm wraps underneath, giving yourself a hug. Lift up, then dip, lift, wrap. Woo! Feeling this burn, feeling the heat build. We have extra arm series up next. 15 more seconds. Hang on to it. We're gonna grab our weights or make fists with your hands for these arm moves in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, shake it out. Give your shoulders a shrug forward and then back. Little neck roll. Release any tightness that built up in your neck. All right, come to standing. If you have weights, use them. If you don't have weights, still do it. You got it. Whew. All right. Grocery bag style bicep curls. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to 10. 5, 6. Shoulder overhead press. Whew. Coming up next, arms out like goalposts. All right, arms out like goalposts. Then reach thumb tips to tap overhead, then back out. Now, where should your body be positioned? How should you be standing? Great question. Feet are hip distance, slight bend in the knees. And then engage the core. How do you engage the core when you're standing? So instead of ass out, oops, butt out, and not tucking down, you want that neutral position. So do that for a second. Find both extremes, and then find the center. That's the position you want to engage your core. Awesome. Hug a tree. Arms out and in. Out, in. I'm just showing you all the different directions. Visual learners, right? Not just hearing it, seeing it in different directions. If you have fun with this too and want to go in all different directions of your house, do it. It's fun. Change your scenery. Bicep. Guess what we have up next? Oops, hip distance. We have our meditation. Stay for the meditation. If you're new to meditation, highly recommend it. It's completely guided, guiding you through the whole process. Goalposts, overhead press. Now this is just a 30-minute workout. If you're like, I want more of this, repeat, do it again. Have it be 60 minutes. Or repeat certain moves that you really wanted to engage even more. Do another round of them. Hug a tree. Yes. What's hug a tree working? Your chest, your triceps, lats on your back. Lats on your back are moving and working to stabilize your arms as you open up and bring them in. Good. Can't wait for the meditation? Yes. Hi, Brittany. Welcome. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your weights down. If you did the fist, if you didn't have weights, shake out your hands, shake out your shoulders. Let me change the music. Get a sip of water. Find your comfortable seat. Going to make a couple adjustments here. So get your sip of water, stay for the meditation. Meditation is amazing to start your day. It's amazing to set intentions, reground, refocus, as well as releasing stress, releasing depression, anxiety. It does everything. It's amazing. I remember a long time ago when I thought of meditation, I thought it was boring. Took a little bit for me to get into it. Wasn't just easy. Gotta keep trying. Just like anything, right? Riding the bike for the first time might not have been the most fun. Maybe it was fun, but maybe we also got frustrated or angry with it. Meditation is a practice, just like anything else. So finding your comfortable seat, closing your eyes, long deep inhale through the nose, powerful exhale through the mouth. Take another deep cleansing breath here. Long deep inhale through the nose, powerful exhale through the mouth. Releasing any and all tension, anything that no longer serves you. Last breath, cleansing. Deep inhale, filling up your lungs, expanding your rib cage. Then open mouth, exhale, audible sound. Make it loud, make it audible, release. And close the lips. So many times that we don't release an emotion, we don't release the energy that's pent up inside of us. And what happens is that energy gets stored inside of us and it becomes stagnant. When it becomes stagnant, it can cause disease in the body. It can cause disruption. So you want to release. So spirituality is all about connecting to another level of existence or consciousness, such as nature, God, the divine, infinite one, ultimate reality, universal energy, whatever you want to call it. It's connecting with this vibration. And why do we want to connect? We want to connect because we often get a tug within ourselves, within our soul, that there's a void, or that we know that there's something else out there and we're curious. We want to know what it is. We also might be seeking happiness, and we're seeking happiness in all of these external ways, in external situations, even in others. But when we connect to ourselves, we understand that there's a deeper meaning to life than just this material world. And sometimes we go through life and we have these aha moments that we understand that connecting to spirituality, connecting to meditation truly benefits us. So sitting comfortably here, inviting this space to connect. I want you to visualize yourself taking a walk outside in a forest. Just you by yourself. And you're left with this beautiful silence of nature itself. And you take a look up as you're walking through this forest, and you look up at the tall trees that surround you. And you notice how grounded they are, how sturdy and strong, admiring their strength. And just by looking at them, you gain a sense of stability within yourself. And you continue walking through the forest, noticing the sunlight sparkling through the leaves and through the branches, taking it all in. And there's nothing else to connect to here except nature. Feeling a sense of peace and calm as you are connecting, feeling completely safe and secure in this forest. As you're walking, you're experiencing everything through your 5 senses. Even your breath begins to flow in sync with the rhythm of the forest. The sounds of the trees swinging in the light breeze, You can feel the crisp air brush against your cheeks as your hair tickles your face. You listen to the birds singing, and it's like a symphony. It's in perfect tune and pitch, making you smile just in awe of listening to the birds. You admire the steps that you're taking, walking on this forest path. Taking notice of the tree branches that have fallen, decomposing and become one again with the soil beneath your feet. You breathe in the dewy scent of the eucalyptus trees, feeling refreshed as you breathe in this aroma. The minty aroma of the eucalyptus even becomes a cooling sensation in your mouth. You can taste this mintiness. You begin to notice this inner vibration within you, resonating with the vibration of nature. You realize that we are all one. There is no separation between you and the birds. There is no separation between you and the trees. There is no separation between you and the wind. We are all one. We are all in sync, vibrating together as one collective consciousness. And our thoughts, our words, our actions are like a ripple effect, as we all are parts of the same creation of energy. Breathe in, we are all connected. Breathe out, we are all connected. Breathe in, we are protected. Breathe out, we are protected. Breathe in, we are love. Breathe out, we are love. Breathe in, we are peace. Breathe out, we are peace. Breathe in, we are free. Breathe out, we are free. Breathe in, we are light. Breathe out, we are light. Breathe in, we are one. Breathe out, we are one. We are experiencing this universal energy within us, above us, below us, and all around us at all times. As we surrender into this moment, we connect to this realm of pure consciousness. In this space, all is light, all is free. With this awareness that we are all one with this life, we feel completely at ease. Begin to deepen your breath here. Deeper, fuller breaths. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your palms together and rub your hands together. Feeling the heat, feeling the friction in between your hands. Feeling the sensation that we are actually alive right here in this time and space. Feeling that connection. Bring your palms over your eyes. And slowly open your eyes into your palms as you draw your hands down and away, bringing yourself back into this body, back into this space. And this connection that you have made for this meditation practice can be available to you literally at any time. And it is up to you to take the time and the effort and energy to connect. And if you notice that this is important to you, then I invite you to make this a daily practice. And it can just be a couple minutes. And as time goes on, add on a couple more minutes each day. And you'll notice so many amazing benefits throughout your life. It'll change how you think, how you speak, how you act, how you react and respond to the world, and how you perceive the world. And thank you so very much for taking the time to join me today.